Hi, and welcome to another episode of More to Media on Daily Ad Brief. I'm your host, Jeff Swartz. I'm excited about my next guest, Michael Falato from Throttle Falato Leads. Excuse me, a little frog in my throat right now. Michael, thank you for being on the show. I'm really excited to have you on here as you blend really advertising, marketing, and the sales aspects together.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. So I'd like to start out with just you giving the 30-second elevator pitch. What is Full Throttle? And keep it condensed and as concise as possible.
Sure. We're a lead generation automation platform. So basically, we automate emails and LinkedIn outreach. If people hire sales development reps and they basically send out emails or LinkedIn, they do it pretty slowly. I can send out 20 to 30,000 emails a month at 150 invites a day. So the whole idea is to get appointments for the companies that I work with without spending tons of money or resources or human hires to do this manually.
Awesome. And there's also components where LinkedIn doesn't want you to be sending a bunch of emails out as well, too. So there's some regulations that are in place that you're very aware of as well. Can you go into a little bit more about those email and LinkedIn regulations and the importance of knowing about them?
Yep. There's basically LinkedIn doesn't want you to automate. There's tons of automation platforms out there. So obviously there's ways around it. What I do is use their email invites. There's a platform on email on LinkedIn where you can put an email address on there and basically send out an invite that way, and it doesn't count as your 100 per week on LinkedIn. So that's one of the ways to do it, and I create a drip marketing around that as well.
Awesome. And I was actually watching another interview of yours as well, too. And I thought it was really fascinating. I want you to dive into it a little bit more about how what you do is not to replace a sales team, not to replace the internal sales efforts completely, right? You had mentioned something about elevating and taking the good things as well, too. But I think a really good question is when somebody's looking at hiring your company, what do they need to be doing on their end to maximize all the leads that you're dumping into their funnel?
Well, having someone as a point of contact. So to have a sales development rep focusing on discovery calls and passing them to an AE is a great idea. Or a lot of times I work with the CEO or VP of sales directly because it's a small team. The whole idea is to spend less time hunting and more time cultivating, closing, and discovery. Basically, hunting is kind of monotonous. Sales development reps burn out pretty fast. They're usually kids out of college trying to make calls all day and email, and they're doing it manually. So my whole approach is let me help them take inbound versus outbound. We call them sales qualified leads or marketing qualified leads, SQLs, MQLs. So if I can get those as an inbound versus an outbound for them, it's going to save them time, money, and effort. And I have a way of doing it much faster, better, cheaper, and safer. People don't know what a subdomain is most of the time or how to change their MX, DX, DMARC, DKIM, MX records to do a subdomain approach to send out emails at volume and do it safely.
Awesome. And you've worked for a couple of big companies like Monster.com, I know as well, too. So we have a couple of or multiple entrepreneurs or people thinking about getting into working for themselves that watch this. What made you want to develop Full Throttle in the first place?
Well, I was helping a technical company that does staffing, and I was doing all their lead gen. And I've been doing lead gen for the last 25 years, very good, but not automation-wise. So I started building it by helping a company I was working full-time at basically become a fractional VP of sales there, and then left. So I learned by doing it for another company and doing it better. I met an email engineer, and then I did some research, and then I basically just started. And within 2 months, I was at $20,000 a month MRR, and now I'm up to $60,000 to $70,000 a month versus working for $150,000 a year. And you only be as good as your last quarter when you're working for somebody. So my quality of life is better. I work for myself. I make a lot more money. I'm helping people. I just love what I do right now. So I'm very happy that I got that done. I basically started that company full throttle about 14 months ago. And then I also got my black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu about 2 months ago. So it's been a good last 12 months.
Awesome. And it probably freed you up to be able to focus on your black belt as well as anything else that's important in life as well, too. And it sounds like you have that
Yeah.
work-life balance, which is really great. So I appreciate you being on More to Media, Michael. And I appreciate everybody watching More to Media as well. If you want to get in contact with Michael and Full Throttle, we'll have all of his details and information in the description at dailyadbrief.com. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on More to Media.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.